how do we protect our children from their non-Muslim family members and their haram habits without withholding those family members from seeing their grandchildren, especially in cases where we can't change the haram with our own hands?
I think in this kind of situation, especially if we're talking about slightly older children, is that we really have to explain to them, and when I say older, I mean ideally above the age of tamyiz, where they kind of know what's right and wrong. You really have to explain to them that their Muslim identity, what it means to be a Muslim, the fact that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man tashabbaha wa man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum." Whoever resembles a people is one of them. All of these things are absolutely important. So the child develops an Islamic identity. The child understands that we don't resemble the disbelievers, but the child understands that they have a right of sila, of keeping ties with them. And so we say to the child, look, for example, at the time of this video, I have family members who haven't yet accepted Islam. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to guide them and to guide those who are mentioned in the question. And indeed, all of those who have non-Muslim family members, we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to guide them. I mean, in this situation, it's necessary to both show the children what's wrong. Like for example, we went to the house and when we walked in, there was music playing, and to say to the children, look, this is not right. As you know, so and so, so and so and so and so, your uncle, your auntie, or whatever, isn't a Muslim, and they don't always know all of the things which Allah has commanded us to do or not to do. So the most important thing is that we don't copy that, and we don't allow it to take place in front of us. And that's why when we walked in and heard, we said, knock, knock, if you don't mind, could we switch the music off? You know that we don't listen to music. And so they learned from the habit there that this is not allowed. They also learned the reason why the grandparents or uncles or aunties were doing it, because as non-Muslims, they don't yet fully understand the rules that Allah has put down upon them. And these rules are for everyone, not just for the Muslims. And then also that we showed that we as Muslims, what is our position towards it, by example for the younger children, and with explanation for the older children, where we actually tell them and say, look, this is not allowed, and this is not allowed, and this is not allowed. And then you encourage them to give da'wah to those relatives, because ultimately your kids are one of the best opportunities for giving da'wah to non-Muslim relatives, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.